What's up, everybody? Welcome. Let me know in the comments if you can hear me okay. I just want to make sure everybody can hear me. Thank y'all for being here. This is going to be fun. Just making sure we can all hear me, see me okay. So type yes in the comment box if you can hear my audio. Got my mic right here. Today has been such a busy day, as you can imagine, getting ready for the holidays and stuff. I'm so glad to do this though, and I'm going to be real casual with you all because I know most of you aren't in my coaching program, but I'm just kind of like a real straight shooter, and just kind of tell you the raw, tell it like it is. And so that's what I'm going to be doing on this webinar, but the purpose of it is to get you successful in 2021. So I'm going to go through some things that have been working well for myself this year, just taking into account the projections of where real estate is headed next year. With everything going on, I'm going to introduce to you all and give you the frameworks for some things that you're going to want to be doing in 2021 to make sure that you are building a sustainable real estate business. Let me know down in the comments where you are signing in from. I want to just get a feel of the room, see who we have in here. Y'all see I got my coffee. I'm feeling jacked. Feeling real good right now. All right, where are we coming in from? Cool. All right. Well, we're only going to spend probably around like 30 to 45 minutes, and then I'm going to give some time for Q&A at the end. So if you would, please save all of your questions for the end, and I'm going to unlock it to where I'll answer your questions that you have, and we'll do Q&A for probably around like 15 minutes. I'm sure some people have some great questions. What's up, Chicago? Charlotte, North Carolina, Philadelphia, Florida. We got Dallas in the house. What's up? Reno, love it. Plano, not too far from me. California, more Florida. Boston, wow. I'm pretty sure it's kind of cold up there. Katy, Texas. I've lived in Katy, Texas for a little while. Los Angeles, Frisco. I love it. Cleveland, Ohio. Jacksonville, Florida. All these places that I gotta go and visit. Atlanta, I've lived out there for a while, just north of Atlanta, and then north of Atlanta in a town called Alpharetta, and then moved down into the city. Corpus Christi, I see you. More Philly. Awesome. Well, let's go ahead and get started here. If we have any technical issues, I will hop out and hop back in, so don't think that it's over. I know sometimes these things can be a little buggy. You might want to close any other screens that you may have open, so that way it doesn't cut you off or freeze or anything like that, because I know sometimes these live streams can do that. So I know that a lot of you watch me on my social media. You've probably watched my YouTube videos. Obviously, you've joined my mailing list or found the link to this webinar, and we do big business, but my business has not always been like this. And when I first got into the real estate business, it was a big struggle for me. I had just moved to Dallas from Georgia. I was young, I was 24, and I decided to jump into the real estate business. I didn't know anybody. I didn't even know the streets that I was going to be selling in. And so it was a real challenge for me. Not only that, I didn't have any prior real estate knowledge. There was nobody in my family who had been in real estate. I didn't grow up going to open houses. Literally, me starting real estate came from me and my buddies back in college. We were looking for a off-campus house because we wanted to move off campus because we were doing too much on campus that we shouldn't have been doing. And we started looking for a house off campus. Walking around one day, we saw this sign that was advertising exactly what we were wanting: 4-bedroom house, 3-bathroom, and it fit our price point. So I called the number on the sign, and it turned out to be this real estate agent. Well, she invited us to her office and started showing us these different properties. And before you know it, we were out looking at these properties. We had found one, but she never really discussed how much she was going to be charging us for this. And so I became very suspicious. And I was like, how much is this going to cost us? You know, yeah, this is the perfect house. We know how much the rent is, but how much is it going to really cost us to hire you, to get your services? And she said nothing. Immediately when she said that, my BS radars went off. I was like, nah, this is a scam. I don't need to be involved in this. Like, y'all, we need to get up and go. But then she told us how it actually worked. And my nosy self, I was like, so how much exactly are you going to be getting paid on this? She said a couple $1,000s. And at that point, I was like, okay, this is what I want to do. I mean, and she was an older lady, right? Nothing against older people, but I was like, if she can do it, and I'm here in college knowing all these people who also are throwing parties and want to move off campus, just imagine what I can do. And that's what sparked me wanting to get in real estate. So the college thing didn't work out, and I ended up moving to Texas. When I got here, I got my real estate license. I was super excited, and I was ready to hit the ground running. I had joined Keller Williams, and they had promised me all these great things, and I was just showing up every day. I was showing up for the training. I was going through their little program. They gave me this big book of all kinds of training stuff, and I was just going through the motions, but nothing was happening. And I remember when I got my first listing, I got it from a cold call. I was so excited about it, and I was doing everything that I could to sell that listing, even to the point that I was holding it open. So I was holding an open house every single weekend, both Friday and Saturday, for 4 hours a day. So I was doing that month over month over month. The home still wasn't selling, right? One day I was getting up to leave to go do another open house, and as I was walking out of my apartment, my lights turned off. And they turned off because I didn't pay the bill, right? It had gotten real bad by this point. I didn't barely have any food in my refrigerator, and now I didn't have any electricity at home. Nonetheless, I said I have to go do this open house. I have to get out there and go sell this house. So I had probably about a quarter tank of gas in my car, drove across town to go have another open house, and the first hour went by at this open house, nobody came. The second hour went by, nobody came. And that third hour came, and I was just like, I know nobody's coming. And y'all, this was an older, vacant home. It was kind of cold in there. There was no furniture, so I was just standing the whole time. Every step I took, you could just hear the wood floor because it was just old wood everywhere. And I remember walking to the front door, and I twist the lock on that front door, and right at that door, I had a breakdown. I had a full-blown breakdown to where I was on the floor on my knees, bawling my eyes out and saying to myself, what did I just do? What did I just do? I had told all these people that I was going to be this successful real estate agent. Everybody had me believing I was going to be this successful real estate agent. And here I was in this house that wasn't selling. My electricity was off at home, didn't have any food, and barely enough gas. I could not see a way out. I was sitting there and I was just sorrowing in just like self-pity, because I had reached the lowest of my low. And at that point, I really felt like I failed. I felt like I failed. My pride was no longer there, because here I was, this ambitious real estate agent, but I wasn't making any money. And I realized just how common that is through speaking to so many agents on a daily basis, everyone having these dreams and having these goals of becoming successful, but knowing that they're probably one bill away from not being able to make ends meet anymore. You know, and it was in this moment that I had to have a mind shift. I really had to have a mind shift, because when I think back to it, I was being very reactive in my business, but I wasn't being proactive in anything. I was only doing a training if somebody told me that I needed to do this. I was only following this script if somebody told me that I had to do this, because I didn't know anything. I wasn't going out there and seeking. I was assuming that this brokerage was going to take care of me. I was assuming that they had all the answers for me to be successful. But that wasn't the case. And I realized that that's the same case for a lot of people. Let me know down in the comments if you've ever felt like that in your business, that it just wasn't working out, that nobody really had your back like you thought that they were supposed to. You know, I realize that we are all entrepreneurs, and I realize that we are independent contractors, whatever you want to call us. But at the end of the day, we have to take accountability for ourselves. We have to know when it's time to go out and find help. We have to know when what we've been doing isn't working anymore. And there's a lot of successful people in this business who know a lot of things that you just have to follow the plan, right? But here's the difference in that. Some of you are following plans from people that aren't invested in you. They're not invested in you. They don't care whether you succeed or fail, right? They're giving you this plan that's supposed to help you, but that's it. It's nothing more. There's no accountability. There's no follow-up. There's no, hey, how you doing? Is it working? It's not. Okay, well, let's try this. And that's a problem here in our industry. So that's, really why I do what I do. That's why I'm excited today to be on this webinar, because I am here to help a lot of you. And a lot of you here are looking for the help. But you have to be vulnerable enough to accept it. We're in an industry where you ask somebody how they're doing or how their business is, they're always going to tell you, oh, I'm so busy, it's going great, this and that. They're BSing you to your face. And I didn't want to do that. My goal in the last couple of years has been to make as many agents successful as I can. That's why I do what I do. That's why I'm hosting this webinar, because I'm hoping that you're going to find something that I say today that will completely change your business. Of course, I'm going to offer you something at the end, but I'm going to also give you a lot of tangible things that you can do this upcoming year to really make some change happen in your business. Today I have a very good, thriving real estate team. We're going to close 109 deals this year alone. The goal for next year is even bigger. I have had the opportunity to travel many places in the last couple of years and share my story, share my knowledge to agents all across the country, to help them become a better real estate agent, a better business owner. You all know that I have Power Unit Coaching, which I help agents every single week conquer challenges in their business, rise above things that are going on, rise above emotional stuff, rise above that talk that they don't need to be listening to, and actually have a tangible, tactical plan for their business. All right, so let's hop into a few of these tactics that I really want you all to work on next year. I have found that there's power in the people that you know. Okay? There is money in the people that you know. I'm a big believer of relationships. If we reference back to my story when I got into real estate here in Dallas, I told you all I didn't know anybody. I didn't have a relationship with anybody. I didn't barely even know the streets, the direction I was headed. So my first priority in business as a real estate agent was to grow relationships, was to create relationships out of nowhere, really. And I couldn't really be scared about it because I saw that a lot of the deals that happen in this business come from people that those agents already know. Some type of referral, some type of warm handoff, even sharing of a Facebook post. A lot of deals happen with people that you already know. Well, I was 24, right? I didn't feel like I knew anybody that wanted to do anything related to buying or selling a house. I just didn't. I didn't have that network, especially not here locally. But guess what? I had a phone with probably 500, 600 people in there. And I started leveraging that. Okay? I started leveraging my existing contacts. Even though they were young, even though they weren't living in my area, I started leveraging them. Okay? Today, here's what I teach people. Every single day, you need to have on your calendar a power hour. Okay? A power hour. Now, if you are new and you don't really have a lot of business going on, this needs to be 2 hours long to where you are hitting the phones calling. Okay? You're hitting the phones calling people every single day for 2 hours. All right? What are you saying to these people? Here's the simple script. You're going to talk to them about their family. You're going to talk to them about their job. You're going to talk to them about anything fun that they have coming on. So now is the perfect time for the holidays. In January, it'll be the New Year, Valentine's Day. Any holiday is a great thing for that. And then any big plans they have for the future. Okay? Trips, family gatherings, new businesses they're starting. Anything like that. You're going to talk to them about those 4 things. You're not going to talk about real estate. At least not at first. You're not going to bring up real estate. You're not going to lead with what you're doing. Your job during this power hour is to get a relationship going with people. And this needs to be every single person that you have in your phone. Every single person. Something magical is going to happen with this. You're going to see. Okay? As you're letting people talk about themselves, they're going to ask you about you, what you're doing, what you're up to, how's it going for you. That's your opportunity to tell them what you're doing. That's your opportunity to start talking about real estate. Now, don't let your mouth just spill with real estate stuff when they ask you. Casually let them know what you're doing. Okay? You're going to put all these people on a rotation to where you are talking to them once a month. Once a month, same phone conversation. Same thing. Okay? You're building this relationship with them. You're building this relationship. You're going to start getting referrals from this. Okay? If you have a business going, so I gave you a scenario if you didn't have anything going on. If you have a business going right now and you have clients, you have past clients, you're going to break up your power hour into theme days. Okay? This is what I was taught. This is what I'm telling you. You're going to break it up into theme days. On Mondays, you're going to call your favorite people. So you can call these VIP people, you can call them favorite people, whatever you want to call. Like, that's who you're going to call on Monday. People who you have that relationship with. People who might have tried to send you a referral. People who have tagged you on Facebook when they see people talking about real estate. They're those biggest supporters of you. You're going to call those people on Mondays. Tuesdays, you're going to call your current clients. So those people who you are currently working deals with. Buyers, sellers, lenders, title companies, inspectors, all those people, insurance agents. You're going to call everybody who's a part of any deal that you're working on, and then you're going to give your client a well-rounded update on what's going on. Wednesdays, you're going to call your hot and your cold leads. Okay, so hot leads, any leads that's come in over the last week, any leads that's come in overnight, that morning, whatever, open house leads, all that good stuff. You're going to call them on Wednesdays. Thursdays, you're going to call your past clients. So people who you've already closed the deal with. But Chasten, what if we just closed last week? F it, call them. See how they're doing. And then Friday, this is your day to start building these new business referral partners. Okay? So you're going to reach out to new lenders, new builders, new insurance agents, any hairstylists, wedding planners, whoever. You want to start also building business relationships, referral partnerships with people, especially people who have large networks. Okay? Your goal is to get one referral a year from these people. Just one. Imagine what that would do for your business. That can easily add an additional 10, 20 deals to your real estate business in 12 months' time. Just from phone calls. Just from phone calls. All right? So remember those theme days, but power hour every single day. You need to be on the phone. You need to be growing these relationships. This is the way that you're going to have a very sustainable business 2 years down the line. Here's what happened to me. This is why I'm so passionate about this, because my third year in the business, I realized that I had closed probably around 60 deals by that point. And not one of them had sent me a referral. And it puzzled me because I would read all these blogs, I would read all these and watch these videos, and so many people were talking about how real estate becomes a referral-based business. It becomes a referral-based business. You don't have to lead generate. You start getting referrals. But I was like, why are no referrals happening for me? And it was because I wasn't working my databases. I wasn't working those people. Okay? Let me tell you the second thing that made the biggest difference this year in our business. We introduced a gifting program. We introduced a gifting program to our past clients. Anybody who we've done a deal with, whether you've done a deal with 5 people, 10 people, 100 people, they need to receive a gift from you every single month. Every single month. And I'm going to give you my actual gift plan. Okay, I'm going to tell you some easy gifts that you can send to your past clients and your referral partners every single month. This won't be expensive, okay? But it is going to take you time. As real estate agents, we have to stay top of mind with people, okay? People hear other people talking about real estate all the time. I promise you that. And when they're talking about, when they hearing these conversations, you want them to bring your name up. And we do this through calling and through the gift plan. Okay? So I'm going to start with January. January, we send out mini calendars. Just mini calendars to everybody. Just little small calendars. You can print them out or you can purchase them. They have them on Amazon. Just little mini calendars. Sending those out in January. February, we send out Valentine's Day candy. Okay, so the little sweethearts, just a box of those. Sending that out. March. A little thirsty here. March is the little gold St. Patrick's Day candies. So the little gold chocolates, we send that out. April is a chocolate bunny. So they get a chocolate bunny in April. May, flour seeds packets. Home Depot, Lowe's, they're super cheap. Super cheap. Sending those out. June, we send out hot sauce. And that's actually a big favorite of a lot of people. July, for 4th of July, we send out a single sparkler. So we send out a single sparkler in July. August, they receive barbecue seasoning. So, you know, the just square packets of barbecue seasoning, you can buy them in bulk and just divide them up with your past clients. September, chapstick. October, they get Halloween candy. There's so much of that. November, they receive a Thanksgiving recipe. And then in December, they receive a tree ornament. So, funny thing, a couple weeks ago, when one of my past clients received the Thanksgiving recipe, she took a video of it and put it on her Instagram. And she tagged me in it and tagged my real estate team. And I saw she had like almost 5,000 followers. You want to talk about free advertising right there, or like dollar advertising for all those people? And I got a referral from it, just from that one post. So this stuff works, especially during a time like now when people are at home. These little gifts, they bring a smile to their face. And of course, I like to attach just like a little message or like a little saying to it. You know, so for example, for the ornament that they receive in December, the little message that goes with it says, "My business hangs on your referrals." They get that with a business card, simple, just in the mail. And it's such a surprise. It's such a surprise for people. They love it. But again, building that database, staying top of mind with people. This is what's going to get you that referral business in 2021. I realize like a lot of you are probably in places where you're not allowed to do open houses or host client appreciation events or do things like that. So you want to think of ways and follow plans like this that will allow you to still stay top of mind with people. Okay? People love it. Let me know down in the comments if you're going to be implementing this into your business next year. And it doesn't cost a lot of money. It doesn't cost a lot of money. Every month, the budget for this is $100. I like to keep it within $100. So just think about the impact that it makes when people receive this. All right, so moving on. We talked about the client database. We talked about the monthly gifting. Okay, now I want to talk about virtual homebuyer seminars. Virtual homebuyer seminars. When everything shut down here, that was one of the first things that we did. We decided to do virtual homebuyer seminars. And we did them through Zoom. We had people register, promoted them on social media, just through our just normally through our pages, and we had a great turnout. Closed 3 deals from one virtual homebuyer seminar. And so what I want to do is I'm going to give you the framework of the virtual homebuyer seminar. And by framework, I mean what we talk about during the seminar. So that way, you know, people are informed, they get all the information that they need, and how I make them flow so that way people stay engaged. Okay? So if you're not taking notes by now, you're doing something wrong. Okay? This is not going to be sent back out. Well, maybe I would. No, I'm not. This is not one of those things. Really take notes right now if you're not taking notes, because I'm telling you, everything that I tell you today, if you implement this, you will easily do 10 to 20 more deals next year. And that can be life-changing for a lot of you. And I know that because I've been there. I've been there. I know what 10 to 20 more deals a year is like, but I also know what 100 deals a year is like. And that's where I want to get you to. So, the framework for the virtual home buyer seminars, you're going to start out talking about you. Okay? Here's how you're going to break this up. Who you are. So, my name is Chase and I'm a real estate agent. Who you are. What do you do? So, who you are, what do you do? Who you serve. Who do you serve? This is important because you want the audience to know that you're talking about them. Who you are, what you do, who you serve, and why you're excited about doing this. Okay? Why you're excited about doing this. And I'll just tell you, the why you're excited about doing this related to anything that's going on in the market. I'm excited about doing this because interest rates are very low right now, and I realize that home ownership is a dream of a lot of people, and so I want to help. That's why I'm excited. Okay? So who you are, what you do, who you serve, and why you're excited. That's going to be how you open up your presentation. Now, if you want to do like a PowerPoint and all of that, which I would suggest, if you want to do a PowerPoint, go ahead and add in some pictures of yourself. Add in some pictures of your family. Make it personal. Realize that this is a virtual meeting, and so you still want to build that relationship. You're not just going to be giving information. You want these people to feel that personal connection with you. Okay? Once I introduce myself and talk about those 4 things, we get into why buy a home. Okay? Why do you want to buy a home? Give them some reasons why home ownership is for them right now. Some people may not be convinced. Some people may be on the fence. Let them know why home ownership is for them right now. You're opening up their mind. Okay? So, once you talk about why buy a home, then talk about the different types of homes that are in your area. Okay, so how I like to break this up for my market is condos, townhomes, single family homes, and then multifamily homes. So duplexes, triplexes, things like that. And you want to talk about each of those. Tell them what they are. Tell them what a condo is, how a condo is different from a townhome. This is all stuff that you learned in real estate school. Okay, talk about the 4 different types of homes. From there, once you talk about the 4 different types of homes, then you need to talk about the role of you as a real estate agent. Okay, what do you do as a real estate agent? So you remember when I was telling you the story about meeting with that real estate agent for the first time, and she was telling us how she got paid. She was telling us about her career, how it works. People need to know this. Be upfront about this, how you get paid, how your business works. A lot of people are unfamiliar about how real estate agency works. We know because we work in it, but you want to educate them on how it works. Now, something you're going to do during this portion is this is where you're going to be bonding them to you, okay? Because you want them working with you. So you need to be telling them on this seminar how you're going to be helping them, what you're going to do for them. Okay, so what the role of a real estate agent is, how we work. Now, when I do these homebuyer seminars, just because I'm a big believer in the relationships of referral partners, we talk about credit and then we talk about mortgages. But guess what? I don't talk about that stuff personally. I bring in a credit repair person to talk about credit, and I bring in a mortgage lender to talk about mortgages. Okay? Let me tell you what that's doing. That is building that referral partner relationship with these people. Okay? I'm putting this credit person in front of other in front of people who could potentially use their services. I'm putting this lender in front of people who they're probably going to do their home loans. What is that going to get me? That's going to get me referral business. Because at that point, I'm doing that for them. They're going to want to do something for me. Okay, so it's important to bring in these other partners. You can even go as far as bringing in an insurance agent if you want to talk about home insurance on your seminar. This will also buy you more time. Okay, this is going to buy you time. This is going to let the homebuyer seminar be very informative. Now, you want the credit repair person to talk about how credit works. They can talk about student loans. They can talk about all of that stuff. You want the lender to talk about the different types of loans and down payments. You want them to talk about how a mortgage works, what's included in a mortgage. Once they complete all of that, now it's your turn to get back and talk about the buying process. Now let me give you this tip. When you talk about the buying process, do not go into every single detail. Okay? This isn't the time to go through every single detail. You want to give them a framework. The same like I just gave you, you want to give them a framework of the buying process. Because what you want them to do from there is schedule a one-on-one appointment with you to discuss all the details. Okay, that's the goal. So you're giving them enough information to make them curious, to make them want to hear more, to maybe make them want to start the journey. And then you're going to be setting up one-on-one appointments with the people who attend your virtual home buying seminar. Do 4 of these a year. 4 of them, once a quarter, at least. At least. You can do way more if you want, but at least do them once a quarter. So, Chasten, what do I do with all these people who come to my home buying seminar, but they don't want to schedule a one-on-one appointment? I'm glad you asked, because from there, you're going to add them to your theme days. So you're going to be reaching out to them on Wednesdays, checking in, following up, seeing how they're doing. They are a hot lead. They took the time to sit through your hour-long presentation. They are a hot lead. Okay? What are you doing? You're building your database. Okay? You're building your database. You're adding more names and numbers, email addresses into your database. All right. So we talked about the building your database with clients. We talked about the gifting program, reaching out to people, sending them gifts monthly. And now we just talked about the virtual home buying seminars. This next thing is still surprisingly untapped. Untapped. And some of y'all might hop off of here when I say this, but y'all, get on YouTube. Get on YouTube. Seriously, there is huge opportunity for real estate agents on YouTube. So many people are scared to get in front of the camera. I'm probably talking to some of you right now. But there is huge opportunity from YouTube. Most of you know that my content is geared towards other real estate agents. But would you believe that I get deals from my YouTube channel? And I'm talking to other real estate agents. So imagine yourself talking to home buyers and sellers. There is a huge amount of relocation going on right now. A lot of relocation is going on nationwide right now. And people are looking to places like YouTube to hear about where they're moving to. And it's still such an untapped market because a lot of agents are scared. They're going to be finding you on there. They're going to be finding your videos, your home tours, your area tours. Hope y'all are writing those down. I just gave you what to make YouTube videos about. People want to see the area. They want to hear about the schools. They want to see about the restaurants. What's there to do in whatever city? 10 fun things about Dallas. How property taxes work. They want to hear all of that stuff. So get on YouTube. Start recording videos. And I have a full course on YouTube, and I could sit here for an hour and talk y'all through it, but I'm not going to. But just know that there is huge opportunity in video for real estate agents on YouTube. The YouTube real estate niche is still pretty small, and it doesn't take much to break into it. Whenever you upload a video, put your city and state in the title. Put your city and state in the title when you upload a video. Let me know down in the comments, are there any of you who are on YouTube right now who've put out YouTube videos for your real estate business? Put your city and state in the title. When people go and search that city in that state on YouTube, your video will automatically come up. Okay? Don't worry about getting all these professional cameras and lights and all of that. You just need to start. Just start. You'll evolve over time. Your videos will get more clearer. Break the nerves. You'll start talking better, but you just need to start. Okay? Okay, I see somebody in the comments who has started recording YouTube videos. I'm going to check y'all's channels out. All right? So you just need to start. All right, so we've talked a lot. We've talked about a few different ways to generate business to sell more homes next year. Now, here's where the trick comes. Okay? This is the secret sauce to all of this. You have to be very consistent with this. Okay? You have to be very consistent. The way that this works is each one builds on top of the other. Okay? And your goal is to get 10 deals from each one of these through the whole year. Okay? That's going to set you up for 40 to 50 deals. And depending on your price point, that'll dictate how much money you're actually gonna make. In most places, you close 40 to 50 deals, you're going to be making 6 figures. But you have to stay consistent with this. With the power hours, that's daily, Monday through Friday. Monday through Friday, 2 hours if you're new, 1 hour if you're already established and have a database. The gifting, month over month, every single month. Pick a day to send them out every month and do it the same day every month. Your virtual home buying seminars, at least 4 a year. At least 4 a year for your virtual home buying seminars. And what you're going to be doing with all of this is you're going to be creating new relationships. You're going to be building your database. And you're going to be getting people invested in your business. You're going to be getting people invested in your business. They're going to start talking about you. They're going to be marketing for you. All of that is going to happen organically. We're not doing any type of paid ads. We're not buying leads. We're not doing any of that. We're using what we already have. Okay? And it's easy. It's so easy. Trust me. This is all we've been doing for the last 12 months. These are the things that you want to focus on. This is the direction real estate is heading in. Okay? And you want to become a master at these, because that's how you're going to make the money that you want to make. Now, I get a lot of people all the time asking, and I'm going to open it up for Q&A here shortly. I get a lot of people asking me, how can I help them? All that good stuff. Most of you know that I do have something called Power Unit Coaching. Okay? Power Unit Coaching is filled with all of this and more. And I'm going to tell you what it includes. I have a course, right? It's called Lead Gen Playbook. And a lot of you, this would be very beneficial, especially if you are those agents who need help generating leads. You don't know how to do it. You don't know the best ways to do it, what to set up, what to pay for, what not to pay for. My lead gen playbook course is all that and more. It's going to break it down. I have a course called Rental Boss. Rental Boss helps you break into the rental markets. If you want to do rentals, okay, this is an easy way, especially if you are younger. If you are younger and don't have that database, or all your friends are in their early 20s, this is a great way to start helping them with apartments, rental homes, and take them along that road to where they can eventually purchase a property. I have another course called Tube Boss. All right? Everything you need to know about growing on YouTube. Everything. From scripting, lighting, what to make videos about, how to sound in your videos, thumbnails, all that kind of stuff is in that course. I have a Facebook for real estate. I told y'all I had to really rely on social media at the beginning of my career. Facebook for real estate, how to run Facebook ads, how to run groups, moderate groups, all that. My buyer and seller presentations, okay? Tristan, what do I say when I start going on these appointments? Well, here's the presentation. Here's all the forms you need. Here's what you're going to want to fill out. All there. The buyer and seller presentations. Then I have a file vault. Did y'all notice I have a file vault with all of the files that I've used in my business for the last 5 years? I'm talking listing presentations, marketing pieces, buyer questionnaires, scripts, job descriptions, everything that I've used in my business. There's over 100 files in there. I just packed it all in there for you to get what you need. You can change it up, make it your own, put your logo on it, whatever, for you, free to use. And then I have an on-demand video vault, right, with tens of videos that I've done over every single topic, any topic you can imagine, from generating your first lead to building a team, all there in that video vault. I do a weekly live coaching call, weekly, where we hop on Zoom for a whole hour. Sometimes it goes an hour and a half, and I'm asking questions. Whatever you're facing in your business, I'm giving you real advice. All that, everything and more happens on these calls. They're so powerful. I've helped so many agents who have joined Power Unit Coaching and who are now running six-figure businesses, who have made their first, second, and third hire onto their real estate team. And they started at nothing, just through the weekly coaching calls. And I do them every single week. I've yet to miss one. Every single week I do a weekly coaching call. All of this is included in my Power Unit Coaching. Like, it's not just the call. Okay? Aside from that, because there are a lot of you who need a plan. You need a plan. You're starting from ground zero. You don't know the first thing to do. Well, guess what? I have all the plans. I have all the plans. I have the exact business plan for you to follow from day one to grow your business, to build that six-figure business, to get that clientele, to start doing your first, to bring on your first hire, to build a team if that's your goal. It's all there with accountability, because that's important. Would you agree? Accountability is important. I have to hold you accountable, because at that point, my name is on the line. If I'm not making you successful, y'all probably going to go out there and talk about me. So there's that accountability to make sure that you are getting it done, to make sure that you are following the plan. Not only am I keeping you accountable, we have a private Facebook group with everybody who's in Power Unit Coaching. We have a private Facebook group with agents from all across the country who are also keeping you accountable. They're also keeping you accountable. Because something that we like to do in Power Unit is we like to share business with each other. I told y'all there's agents from all across the country, so we like to share business with each other. And believe me, they watch to see who's working, who's interacting, who's really out there building. So think about that. We can add that as a fourth source of business for you next year. Just the referrals that you'll receive from Power Unit. And believe me, referrals do happen. Okay, so you have that accountability that you need. Anytime I go and travel and do a talk anywhere, a talk, a speech, a mastermind, a course, anything like that, you get access to that. We record them all. Y'all know I have a traveling videographer with me. We record them all. You get access to every single talk that we do. So you get that knowledge as well. Anything that I release, you get it. Let's say you can't make the actual live coaching calls. We have a replay library. Everything in there. And then here's the kicker. Here's the biggest thing that people love about Power Unit Coaching. You get direct access to me. Okay? I give you direct access to my calendar for you to schedule a call when you need it. If you're feeling stuck in your business, you go on that calendar and schedule a call. If you need some private advice that you don't want to share with the group, you go on my calendar and schedule a call. And we talk it out. We work it out. Because again, my goal is to make you successful in this business. And do it the right way. I don't want you to just be an agent who has one good year and then the next year you don't have anything. No, I'm about growth. I'm about building real business. Okay, everybody in Power Unit Coaching is building a sustainable real estate business. One that they can walk away from in the future and the business is still going. So ask yourself, are you really getting the help that you need in your business? I laid out a lot for you today. I know it was a lot. It's a lot of tactical stuff for you to do. Just imagine that every single week to the point where I'm walking you through it step by step. We have that accountability. You have the plan. You have all the files you need. My virtual home buyer presentation, you got that. My gifting plan, you got that with links on where to get the gifts. The scripts, you got that. We have it all inside this program. Since y'all are on this webinar, okay, I'm going to, and please don't tell anybody about this. Please do not tell anybody about this. I'm going to give you a year of Power Unit Coaching. That's at a deep discount from what we normally sell it for. A year of Power Unit Coaching for $9.97. Okay? I've never offered it that low before. A year of Power Unit Coaching for $9.97. This is going to give you every single thing you need, including the knowledge and the accountability for your real estate business. The only reason why you won't be successful is if you don't use it. Okay? But some of you need a partner like me in your life. Some of you need this accountability that I've set up in your life. Some of you need some structure in your business. Some of you, we need to work through some mental blocks that you may be having. Okay? You've been trying it your way all this time. It's time to try it differently and see results. Okay, so you're going to get an email. You're going to get an email after this webinar, and it's going to have that special link in there. Okay, that's what will get you Power Unit Coaching at that price for a whole year. A whole year. You're going to see results like never before. All right, so take advantage of it. I'm not offering this publicly. I'm only offering it to you all here on this webinar. Okay? Be a business owner. Know when a decision needs to be made. Know when a good opportunity presents itself. Okay? Now is the time. We are in the last 2 weeks of the year, and change needs to happen immediately. All right? let me open this up for Q&A. Drop your questions in the chat box. Let me know what you want me to make clearer. Any questions that you have about anything that we covered today. I need to take my little jacket off. It's getting hot in here. But yeah, drop your questions down in the chat box. Let me hop over here. Okay, Power Hour. What about the people that your relationship with them and via text? All the younger people I know don't really like talking on the phone. Okay, so someone is asking, or someone is saying that a lot of the younger people that they know don't like talking on the phone. For one, I'm going to say that that's an assumption. But secondly, same script. Just do it through text if you feel like that you have to do it through text. Okay? Keep in mind, the way that you work with clients, they're going to do what you allow them to do. Okay? But you're the one running the business. Okay? So what framework, what setup are you going to set up? Is it going to be, oh, I'm going to do it this way because I think in my mind that that's what everybody does? No. Okay? Run your business the way that you want to run it, but same script. I would say hop on the phone though. Jason, can you provide some tips on create relationships with vendors? Okay, great question. Can I provide some tips on how to create great relationships with vendors? Yes. So vendor relationships come through value. And here's how I do it. I'm going to give y'all the plan right here. I call them to set up an initial meeting. Okay. So I want to have an initial coffee meeting with them, a lunch, because I want to hear more about their business. I'm making it all about them. So I'm not telling them I'm calling you because I want you to send me real estate deals. No, I want to hear more about your business. I see that you're very successful. I see that you're a very successful insurance agent, and I want to know what your journey was like. I want to know what you did to become as successful as you are. Okay, at this meeting, you're going to hear them out. You're going to hear how they've become successful. You're probably going to hear some things that you can learn. Hear them out. Then the question that you're going to ask them at this meeting is, what areas are you struggling with in your business? You know, you're a successful person, but what are you struggling with? A lot of people, I'll tell you this, a lot of the answers that I get for that question is through social media marketing. It's through social media marketing. They're struggling with either making videos, or they're struggling with being on Facebook or getting their message out there. Okay? Then at that point, once you get that information, you're a problem solver. Okay? So you're going to tell them, I think I have something that can work for you, and I can present it to you. I want to go back to the office. I want to go back to my computer and put some stuff together. Can you meet with me again next week or the week after? Then what you're going to do is you're going to come here inside of Power Unit Coaching, and you're going to find exactly what they're looking for. If it's social media marketing, you're going to come in here, you're going to get my social media marketing calendar. If it's getting on YouTube, you're going to come in Power Unit Coaching and get some of these stuff about YouTube, and you're going to give that to them. You're going to give that to them. You want to become valuable to this person. What that's going to do is the same thing all the other things do. At that point, they're going to want to give you something. They're going to want to give you something. And what is that going to be? It's going to be some business. Okay? And then at that point, you're just staying in front of them. So you are following up, seeing how they're doing with the information. You are putting them on your monthly gifting. You are reaching out to them on Mondays because now they are one of your VIPs. Okay? Putting them through the cycle. It's not hard. You just follow the process. Let me get back over here. Okay, what if you don't celebrate holidays? So are you asking if you don't celebrate holidays personally or your clientele? How far in advance do you promote the buyer webinars? So promoting the buyer webinars typically occurs 3 weeks in advance. So we'll send out a mass email, and then, like I said, we'll just promote on social media. It's through Zoom, and when you set up the meeting through Zoom, make it registration required, because you want them to register with their name, email address, and phone number. All right. Okay. When you said get on YouTube, previously you were talking about virtual home buyer seminars. No, so John, when I mentioned get on YouTube, I meant recording YouTube videos. So recording valuable videos for your market area. The virtual home buyer seminars, those are over Zoom. What what about new construction? It takes almost a year to close each one. Okay, so what about new construction? It takes almost a year to close each one. And that is perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine. You get you 12 new construction deals going, bam, you're getting paid on 12 new construction homes in 1 month. Whatever. This isn't your only source. This isn't your only source of business. You know, one of the first things that we're going to have to do is we're going to have to break through some of these limiting beliefs that you may have, because there's always a what if, what if. That what if is going to hurt you more than it's going to help you. And you have to be able to recognize that. Instead of asking what if, we think of solutions. We look on the other side. Okay? There's always going to be a what if you let it enter. But me, I don't do that. I just start with action. If one of those what if presents itself, I will tackle it then. But one thing that I do is I'm all about action. I believe in taking action left and right. That's the only way that I've been able to become successful. That's the best way to build up momentum, is to take action. Have you used Eventbrite to promote these seminars? Yeah, so typically when we host the when we host the home buying seminars in person, we do use Eventbrite. I haven't been on personally since everything's gone virtual, but I would imagine they probably have a virtual way of promoting things now, or tickets for virtual meetings. So that's a great idea. That's a really good idea to use Eventbrite. Do you recommend a cloud-based brokerage for new agents? So it just depends on what cloud-based brokerage. You know, there's a few of them out there. I belong to EXP. They're a cloud-based brokerage. It's great for new agents. It just depends on what this cloud-based brokerage offers you that I would recommend that you look into. Should we put a virtual home tours on YouTube, or do they go sell too fast? No, you should definitely put them on YouTube. You should put your home tours on YouTube. So, John, the reason why I don't do the virtual home buyer seminars on YouTube is for a couple of reasons. For one, I like doing them on Zoom because I capture their information. Okay, so I know who all is on there, and I know, like, I can see their face or their icon or whatever the case is. For example, me live right now on YouTube, I have no idea who's on here. Okay, it's just showing me a number. I don't know who's on here unless y'all are commenting. Okay, I don't have as much control. YouTube broadcasts to a wider audience, and I'm doing it more niche focus. I believe there's riches in the niches. So therefore, I want to know who's on my webinar. I want to know that they're in this local area. I want to know that they've seen my advertisements. I prefer to do them through Zoom. I have the interaction. They speak to me. I speak to them. I share my screen in some instances. So I like that connection a lot more. If you want to do it through YouTube, go for it. Doing something is better than nothing. But the way that I do it, and that has worked very well for me, is doing them through Zoom. So it's not broken. I don't feel the need to fix anything. Okay, do you have to pay a fee when you join with EXP? Yes, it's $149 when you join EXP. All right. So again, everyone, I have truly enjoyed y'all. I'm looking for big success. I want to hear some success stories. I want to hear when you're implementing these things into your business. Send me invites. send me invites. I will attend them. Again, you're going to receive that email about Power Unit Coaching. If it starts to fill up too quickly, okay, and I hate to have to say this, but if it starts to fill up too quickly, I'm going to have to cut it off, okay? I will still think how I can honor this in some type of way in the future, you know, maybe in the second quarter of the year. But if it fills up too quickly, I'm going to have to cut it off. So once you get that email, go enroll early, all right? Enroll as quick as possible, okay? So that way you can get started on everything. If you have any more questions, feel free to shoot me a DM, or you can leave them in the comments on this video. You can shoot me an email. I'm more than happy to answer your questions. But I look forward to a lot of you being on the next coaching call, which is this upcoming Monday. So I will see y'all there inside of Power Unit Coaching. Thank y'all for attending, and I'll talk to you soon.